What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. With this video, we are jumping back into the Trial of the Amazons with Wonder Woman issue number 785. If you have not been keeping up with the Wonder Woman series, or if you have not been keeping up with the Trial of the Amazons, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It'll get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. And we last left off with Wonder Woman's mother, the previous queen to the Amazons. Hippolyta has been murdered. With Diana's mother now dead, she is on the warpath. Be sure to buy the comic, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into part 3 of Trial of the Amazons, we are picking up at Doom's doorway, with one member from each of the tribes now guarding the door. As they stand here, they hear a giant boom, one right after the other, knowing that this can't be good. Something is pounding on that door. Something is trying to get through. Taking us to earlier in the day, we have Wonder Woman who is ready to just take off some heads, telling everyone that they need to line up, pulling out her lasso of truth. She says that she is going to take everybody one by one, wrap the lasso around them, and get the information that she needs. Some of these ladies, like Donna Troy, they take huge offense to this, thinking, how could you ever even consider me to be the one who killed your mother? But Wonder Woman tells them that the lasso is telling her there is a killer among them. Queen Nubia speaking up and saying that what she is offering, what she is suggesting, it's a logical solution to our answer. And though she's going to take it into consideration, she only wants to use the lasso of truth as a last resort. Her being the queen of Themyscira, Wonder Woman is put into check, telling her that they will find out the truth through investigation. She asks if she can talk one-on-one with Diana. With everyone else being excused, the two of them, they go walking off to see her mother, because right now they are preparing her body for burial. Coming to her mother's deathbed, Queen Nubia is telling her that we come to this place to try to seek her wisdom that she would give us. And though Wonder Woman, she wants answers and she wants them right now, the way that things are with the tribes, if we forcibly make everyone go under the lasso, it will only cause a bigger drift and bigger divide, one that your mother and me have been trying to fix for so very long. What she is asking Diana is just have patience, to let them figure out how they're going to solve this. Do this through inquiry and investigation. That way it seems fair, it seems balanced, and no one can complain when we come to our ultimate conclusion. With Wonder Woman swearing that this killer will be found one way or another, she excuses herself, and we pick up later at the Temple of Athena. Not knowing what to do next, not knowing where to turn, she goes to pray to the goddess, hoping maybe the gods will show themselves, give her some kind of answer, maybe even a little guidance. And as she begins to pray, someone cloaked in the shadows comes whispering something to her, telling her that the gods have fallen silent, that their name is unimportant to what comes next, that Diana's focus should be on Doom's doorway. It creaks, it groans, a guardian must be named. The only issue is Wonder Woman has no wishes to compete against her sisters, believing that she is needed elsewhere, especially with everything going on. The shadowy figure asks her if she truly does believe that, or it is just desire overcoming your duty. Wonder Woman attempting to throw her lasso around this individual, only for them to disappear and the cloak fall to the ground. With Diana trying to figure out what all of this means, we are taken to Queen Faruka. Having a discussion with Artemis, they are currently discussing who is going to be their champion for the trial taking place tomorrow. Of course, Artemis, she throws her name in, saying that she would be honored to be the champion. Queen Faruka knows this, but Queen Faruka also has someone else in mind. Someone that might give them a sort of tactical advantage, if you will. That somebody is Donna Troy. Picking up on the other side of the palace, we have Wonder Woman coming to meet up with Queen Nubia. And Wonder Woman has come here to give her the lasso of truth, telling her that she does not trust herself with the lasso because if she holds on to it, she is going to start using it on people. Not being able to resist that temptation and find her mother's murderer, trying to give Queen Nubia the opportunity to do this through diplomacy and investigation. She thinks the best course of action is to give up the lasso, at least for the time being. Taking us to Doom's doorway, we hear the banging. And with these bangs, the door begins to crack as the guards prepare for whatever is about to come through. On the beaches of Themyscira, we have the ceremony for the mother, the once queen of all Themyscira, as they set her ablaze. Our guardians at the door, they fall one by one. An unseen enemy, poison darts filling their faces. They never stood a single chance. Picking up the following morning, the guards have been found. 2 of them dead, 1 of them in severe condition, completely unconscious. They are quickly recognizing that they need to choose a champion and they need to do it now. That if they wait any longer, something is going to come through that doorway, their champion will not be ready, and Themyscira could very easily fall. And so, with all of our leaders meeting together, they are laying down the rules of the trial. As the rules get laid down, each of them present their champion. With each of our women stepping forward, we hear a thunderous voice telling them to hold. That voice is coming from Wonder Woman, and she has come to throw her name into the gauntlet. Beholden to no one, a champion for no tribe, but for all Amazons. And that is where this issue will end. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. So as a Wonder Woman issue, I gotta say this is much better than what we have been getting since the Sphere of the Gods line. That story arc was a lot of fun, but the Imagemaker line, it really felt more like a filler till we got to the trial. So in terms of Wonder Woman, it is a great story. In terms of the trial of the Amazons, this story really is hard to follow if you have not been keeping up with everything going on. That includes Nubia and the Amazons, that includes the Yara Flor line, and it also includes Wonder Woman. So for this being a Wonder Woman event, they didn't make it easy for a new reader to come in and pick up this story and be able to find out what's happening during this trial. You really have to go back, reread a bunch of stuff to find out what is going on. And so it's not new reader easy, if you will. And with the death of Wonder Woman's mother, it really did seem out of nowhere. There was no inclination, there were no clues, there were no subtle hints that this might be happening. Everything seemed to be going good, and then out of left field, she ends up dead. And so it's going to be very interesting to see what direction they're going to be going with this. This story could be very good, it could be a lot of fun, but it does have the potential of really falling on its face. My biggest hope is that this is a redeeming series or redeeming event for Wonder Woman, because she had a huge part when it came to Dark Knight's death metal. But after Dark Knight's death metal, they kind of threw her off to the side, and they don't really explain too much how she went from having godlike abilities to no longer having those powers. That access, those abilities, they stayed within the Dark Knight death metal story, and that once she died, apparently those powers just disappeared. So it would be really nice to get a real in-depth description or understanding of how those powers seem to be lost. Now, for the sake of stories moving forward, of course, you don't want to keep Wonder Woman a god forever, because then she becomes just too overpowered, and then you're creating just another Superman story. But what they have put her up against since those events has really been lackluster stuff. Like Imagemaker, it was an absolute disgrace of a story. Why would you put Wonder Woman up against something like that? Dr. Psycho, I can get on the other hand. He's been playing his way in and out ever since the Dark Knight's death metal story. Even taking place in the Sphere of the Gods, he was in Asgard. And I really don't mean to be overly necessarily critical. I just know the potential that Wonder Woman has, and I don't feel like they have been hitting the mark. I really do hope that the trial of the Amazons is going to change that. That whatever comes through that doorway, we are going to see a battle of epic proportions. I am really excited to see Yara Flor working with all of the other Wonder Women and Themyscira. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you truly enjoy the content that we have coming out, you can donate to the channel by hitting the super thanks button. If you can't do that, please do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit the notification bell, like this video, and until the next breakdown.